Hey everyone, we're back. It's RageBit, and we're playing Eco Station Season 11. It's Season 3 of our live Eco series, and we are ready to get into it. Today we are going to be looking at adding a store just here to the side of our house. Now, in the last episode we looked a little bit on skill point gains and on different ways to make our skill points go up. I have added a few things since then. I just had a bit of a playthrough this morning. You'll notice that we've got a little bit of a fireplace. We've got a mill that's up and running, so it's actually working. So it's got a water mill on the side here that spins around, looks pretty neat, but there's a few things there as well that I want to fix up too. But my thoughts was that the plan today is that we would definitely build a house, a store, to start selling whatever we can find, because at the moment finding things to sell is pretty problematic because we don't have a skill star. We haven't taken our skill star yet. The plan is to take that when we get when we can get mechanics and get into that. Now that might be difficult without engineering, I hear, because they need gears. But we'll see. Not gears, iron wheels. But we'll see how that goes. We can always take mechanics first and then go back to iron gears after. So my plan is to make this little spot for our store here. So I'm just getting the area where I would like it to be. Oh. And I'm going to fill it in with stone. Now I am going to have it come out one more, maybe even two more, because that way I don't have to come out across the water as much. And it's a bit closer to my stockpiles and things like that. So if we put it here like this, maybe that will work. Because then I can have a door just here. Could have a little side path down past my store, but I could also have this just to move around a bit more freely around my own little place at the moment. I'm not sure if I'll leave it there forever. It's going to be a pretty big store though if I do that. We might need two counters here though, so that could work out. We might have a store here for different things. So that's a good idea to start with. So first job, we're going to get out that mortared stone. I'm just going to click open that. You'll notice I've got some iron ore here. I'll show you where I got that from in a minute. That's pretty much my plan. I'm going to sell iron ore. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if anyone's going to buy it, but hopefully somebody will. So remember, we can press tab and we can change this to tile so that it is a lot easier to put down. Okay, I don't know why it went off then. But if we leave it on tile, it's a lot easier to snap across. Now I'm pretty sure my claim here comes right out. I'll just check it while I don't have mortared stone in my hand. Yep, right out to the edge there. That's cool. Brilliant. So as you can see, I have been collecting some hern wood, hern logs, just so that we can hopefully build some of the store and we don't have to spend the whole episode chopping things down. So we are going to build up one. We'll make these columns though. I've had this issue before. I'm just trying to make it look a bit nicer. I'm not sure if we succeed by doing this, but who knows. Nice, I think. Sweet. That'll work actually. And if we go home, goodness sake. There we go. And I think we'll just run it straight into that one. But obviously I'm going to want this one to look a bit more like that. Yep, that looks a bit cleaner. I'm okay with that. That's good. And this one didn't have that before. Perfect. Might even bring this one to here. Just so it looks a bit more like it was meant to be there. Put a door between the two of them, maybe. I don't know if that's a thing that you can do. We will find out soon enough. Looks kind of a bit dodgy. We're going to need at least one hernlog door. And some wood after that. Alright. So we'll pick up our logs here. We've got the most of these ones, so that makes the most sense. I did acquire a fishing trap as well. And by acquire, I mean I found one. Don't judge me. It was just lying around. Nobody was using it. So I decided that I would have it. I feel like that's not the same wood. Alright. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to have to punch out where we want our stores to be. So if I have one there, at least it's symmetrical. Now to make that happen, we had to put the ladders in place. Okay, it doesn't like it. So I'll put one here. Oh, it doesn't like it because I'm too hungry to work. Fair enough. Not because of the work. I'm running a bit low on food at the moment. Just trying to get those balances back up. Did have it up around 20 before when I was eating meat. A bit different now that I am not. I also figured out that these little stone wheat stones you can use to repair various things. Alright, so I'll put this on this side. And that should allow us to put our stores in there. And now we've just got to roll through and do the roof. That makes sense to do that with a hand log. And hopefully we have enough. Just going to do a flat floor again in case we decide to build on top. At the very least, in case we decide to put stockpiles on top. And looking at this, I am not very optimistic that we will have enough. I think we had about 8 left. Doesn't look like we're going to get there. But, you know, might not be too bad. Just the 2 there. Okay. So I might take this one and this one. Maybe I'll take these ones. along the top I might put some more brick, mortared stone rather, because we've got it. That should be enough. Sweet. Not sure if we're still going to be able to get up here. Come on, one time. Nope. There we go. Right, so have a bit of a looky, see what it looks like. Yeah, look, it doesn't look terrible, does it? Alright, I wonder as well in a minute. We'll try a few things. So we'll just take our store out and we'll go and put it in. At the moment we'll put it just in here. And it says that it's not inside a room. Now I need that door that I was building. Here we go. And that should make it inside a room. Now I would prefer if the door opens in. So we'll put the door like this instead. Sweet. Somehow we managed to get a whole heap of sand. And our store looks like it's going to work, and we actually have enough room for 2, almost 3 stores. Okay, so things that we are buying. We want an icebox. Yeah, we're willing to pay a little bit for it. We don't need any more of these, so we will get rid of these for now. We'll happily still buy our rugs. We're not going to buy those. Oh, we will buy a washboard. So we'll go back to housing, buy a few more things. Yep, sure, a towel rack. Add that in. You can drag and drop these now. So washboard, we want to buy one of them. I'm not sure what the going rate of a washboard is. Looks like about $15. And this guy, yep, $25 for a towel rack. And we just want one of those as well. Yep, we're willing to pay a little bit for that too if anyone's going to bring it to us. Right, we can delete that and that. The other thing that we want a machinist table. Okay, maybe table. Although we're going to get a whole heap of those, aren't we? I don't actually know what these look like. Or whether they haven't been, they're not there because nobody can build them anyway. Like for example, it's a sawmill even available. Yeah, show undiscovered, there we go, okay. So I do want a machinist table, because from there, things are really going to ramp up. So I want 2 of those. Maybe 4, and I'm willing to pay $75 each. Now here's the thing, I don't have any money at the moment, so I'm going to go with iron ore. I'm going to sell that, and it looks like you can sell it to the government for 0.5. So I'm going to sell that for a little bit more than the government, 0.2. Hopefully somebody will come and pick that up, because I can sell it to the government, but you can't actually buy it from the government. So 0.2 I think is a pretty fair rate, but who knows, it possibly isn't. I don't really have a real lot of anything else at the moment. Right, and that, my friends, is pretty much it today. So I don't have much else to sell. I could sell crops and maybe fish, maybe charred fish, because I've got that little fishing thing going on. People are looking for that source of protein. So let's see, firstly, if that's even a viable thing that people want to buy. Sell it at for 1 gallon. It's not too bad actually. Let's admit that. I'm gonna sell them for 1. No reserve, just 1 a piece. Just so people can get that protein up. We've got some fish there. They're not coming in rapidly, and they are really our only source of protein. But I'm okay to sell those. 52 iron, that's good. Sweet. Alright, so since our main kind of sell at the moment is the iron, then might as well show you where I get it from. It's out of fuel. So we've got some fish crafting, fish medium. Yeah, I think that's what's going on at the moment, but I don't have any wood for that. And that's probably the same with my fireplace, not getting that skill point gain either. So I'll do a quick run, go and get some wood. In another episode, what we'll do is we'll get some coal. Coal's going to be really important because it kind of stops us from continuously cutting down the trees, which can be a little bit of a problem here and there. So we are just going to chop this one down. Make sure we clean up our debris because we really want to get some of that money back. I've been spending a little bit of our money, on food and those initial salads that we bought. And I bought a watermill. Still haven't bought a cart or anything like that, but at the moment we're not trucking volumes of anything anywhere really. So we don't need those kinds of things. So we've been playing for about 2 days now and we've gained halfway to our 2nd star. So that's not too bad because by the time we take engineering, not engineering, by the time we take mechanics, it should be okay. I'm gonna put the rest of it in here. So I guess it's probably important to check out what we need for mechanics. Oh, electronics, sorry, not mechanics. I'd like to take electronics first, then industry, and then mechanics a bit later on. So electronics is what we're after first. But it requires mechanics labour. So that doesn't make a real lot of sense. Maybe we have to take mechanics first, because it's possibly going to require engineering labour. Yeah, okay. So mechanics is our first job. Mechanics skill book will yield the mechanics skill scroll. If you hold control, this stays up now. So I'd assume that's in the workings at the moment. We'll give it some time and then maybe ask in the chat what's going on with that. So this was our little hole that we have here. So down here is my somewhat of an iron mine, I guess you could say. Because this is it. This is where we dug up the last batch of iron. And again, I think I'll just, get another load, dig it up. So iron is normally found in the desert biome, and it's about anywhere from 18 blocks down. You just kind of dig down like that, through the sandstone, through the sand. Eventually you're going to get to it. This is stonemasons normally hang out in the desert too, because they can turn sand into mortar, which is a great skill to have. Alright, and if you use the /unstuck command, you can come right back up to the top. Ethics, not sure if it's ethical. It's definitely quick, which is good, which is what we're looking for, and efficient. And you know, it's designed for when you get stuck, but I'd imagine a lot of people are using it. We could build a ladder system and stuff like that at the moment, but at the moment we don't need to do that. And we don't really have the hern log to do so. So we're just going to get a couple more stacks, see if it even sells. Worst case it doesn't sell, and we will sell it to the government ourselves. Alright, so that's our store, ready to go. We might swap this stuff over. So we're holding shift, dragging that over, so it should take all the dirt. Then we're going to hold shift and drag that back, and it should take all the iron. And there you have it. So I've got a few skill scrolls here which I didn't know I had land claim papers. So I just want to make sure that 100% of my claim is still claimed. Yep, we are good to go. Sweet, perfect. So that today is pretty much it. We've built ourselves a nice little store. We're now selling iron ore, okay, and fish. We're hoping that those things get up and going so that we can make some money. At the moment, our current balance is, if we go into credit, you can see that RageBit's personal bank account is currently 21 gallons. So I don't have much money at all. The currency that I would like to use is their gallons. Okay, so gallons for gallons. So people can sell me this stuff, although I'm not going to have the money to buy it. But they might buy some of my stuff and whatnot. I could possibly buy the rug, that would be about it. So yep, that's it. So we've made our store. We've got everything going on. We're getting some of those skill point gains. We've got some fish that we might need to eat. Although that put me down a bit. A couple of salads, those kinds of things. And hopefully somebody will buy the fish as well. Who knows? So next episode, we'll just keep building things up. Keep getting ready for those machinery tables. We're going to need to figure out where the smelters are, because we're going to have to buy lots of iron to smelt to make things to eventually, hopefully with mechanics, we can eventually sell gears. Now that bugs me, that looks completely out of place, so I need to fix that up before we go. But very shortly we'll be on our way out the door. So I actually think that the columns look just as good as the arches here, particularly when we've got one going down from there, and it just looks like it's going all the way up. Doesn't need to be fancy and have a nice arch or anything like that. It's pretty tricky to do with the tile bit at the moment. But if we go from there down to there, no, not too tricky at all then. And that doesn't look terrible, which is good. So we've built our store, we've started on our iron mine. We'll just cover that hole so nobody gets in, because the last thing we'd want is for anyone to fall down there. Not that we're worried about anyone stealing the iron. There's literally iron all through that area there and every bit of desert biome on this map. We're not worried about anyone stealing it. We're happy to sell it. We've got our furniture going on here. We've got our fire. It's going to gain some skill points while we're not here. And everything like that is going on. So I'm just going to hang out here inside the house, I reckon. This is a great spot for me. So if you've enjoyed watching today, then absolutely please help me out by subscribing to my channel. If you haven't, then I'm surprised you made it through 25 minutes. Tune in next time for that quest to get to machinery, to mechanics. Hopefully by then the skill scroll is ready to go. If it's not, then I'll be trying to develop it myself and those kinds of things. I might log on while you guys aren't here and just keep up those skill points, but for the most part I won't be doing a real lot. I'm RageBit. See you next time.